Let's get to know them better. This is Hot at Lunch. Hot at Lunch on The Good Life.
This is somebody who's been shaping the culture for over a decade, man. For days of Blaine and Shane and the iconic victory lap to reinventing himself.
Yeah.
No, really good. But we'll get into that. To reinventing himself into one of the most versatile voices in the game right now. He's worked with some of the country's finest. Moved seamlessly between boom bap, Afrofusion, modern hip hop, and now he is stepping into a brand new era of music. Fresh energy, a comeback. He's got the streets paying attention again. If you're not paying attention, then you're not part of the streets. That's what I'm talking about. Crafted from curiosity, driven by creativity, and built on pure lyrical depth. Good Life family, help me welcome the one, the only 267.
Come on! Come on! I need you to introduce me in every room I walk in. God damn! Wow. Okay.
I'm glad that you loved it because I did I put my back into it.
Yeah.
So it had to matter. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm feeling great, man.
It is a Friday.
I'm feeling great. It's an amazing Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great Friday, and I'm sitting here across the table from you. So yeah. It doesn't get better than this.
Today, this lunch hour is dedicated to you and me.
Okay.
We want to know absolutely everything and the nitty-gritties. We're going to get into that. And because we just got into the conversation, maybe a simple background to somebody who doesn't know who 267 Shay is.
100%. 267 Shay ke ngwana Motswana. Botswana kola peng. Shouts to my nigga Brian. Shay is Motswasejane Pongula Dinwanyane. Ke ngwana me Dinwanyane, me ke emetsu Dinwanyane rela rile Dinwanyane ko Lecheng. But I gotta pay homage to my mom's side of the family as well. Ke tswa bogosing vi. Tswa bogosing ka ha kweneng ka ha. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a homie, I'm an artist, I'm a creative, I'm an event specialist. I don't know. Like I always struggle with introducing myself. You happy you said it all. Like but
I think the background in music. That's what we know, right? Yeah. So maybe a touch on something that I may have missed in the music in terms of introduction. Maybe you've developed, tried out a different genre, or maybe you've played around with a couple of big players that we did not mention specifically by name.
So I've been at this music thing for quite a number of years. I was born in Jwaneng. So, anybody that knows, Jwaneng has, or boasts the likes of your Oracles, your Apollo Diablos, your Uncanny Sessman. Civil Knight, what up, baby? Ski Mask, all of that. Like, so there's quite a culture of hip hop that I've grown up around. And I've been rapping since for as long as I can remember. And in 2010, 09, me and Blaine came out with our first single, Victory Lap.
Shout out Victory Lap.
And we finally here. And then, we put out a project, The Strangest Tape. The gap. I know a lot of the question I receive a lot is what happened after the tape dropped. Why the long silence? We were recording. We've been in studios.
Why did you run away?
We did not run away, my sister. It's just, we just had disagreements with a couple of guys with the studios we were recording at. I was just telling on the drive here, I was telling J. Dot and Chubb,
who are both in studio, by the way.
Yeah, shouts to the homies, man.
Yeah.
We have a good 5 projects sitting in one studio. This is me, Blaine, Junior, and Tudo. This is my squad. We have a good 5 projects sitting in the studio because now this guy, I started dating some girl. He wanted to date the girl. Now all of the agreements are null and void. So it's and
Relationships, pleasure and business do not
Yeah,
mix.
no, they don't mix.
Unless we
mix.
listen, let's keep it right there. Plus 267-391-1066. We've got 267 Shay in the building. You know the music. On the other side of this, we're playing Kwalata. It's got a bang from 267. And we continue the conversation and finding out his background, his inspiration, and just his experience of the culture. Anyut? Sure.
Hot at lunch on The Good Life.
We're chilled with 267 Shay in the studio, and the song I played right there is his track Kwalata.
Me myself, but also to anybody that's been through anything. You know, that's it was really just to uplift, inspire. But it was inspired by my granddad.
Okay.
Really.
Give me the background.
So my granddad, my granddad Nele Khosi, and you know, even my first name, he gave me that name, Motswasejani.
Motswasejani.
Yes. Motswaselenyana. Ka Sokwena ha o nyenyehatsa. So Motswasele Junior.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was really an ode to my granddad. But again, anyone and everyone that's been through something, and yeah, it's a feel good thing as well. But now, it was tough then, but we up, baby. We up, baby. Yeah.
I want a little bit of background on this particular song, because you know, the hip hop culture is a very tricky space to navigate.
Yeah.
In the sense that some people may not be exactly welcoming of certain elements that you add to your songs.
Yeah.
There's a traditional element to this particular song, and I wanted to know where that comes from.
So I grew up very eclectic.
Okay.
With my parents playing everything. Hey, sorry.
Eclectic.
Trust your education.
Word of the day.
Trust your education.
Word of the day.
Eclectic. So I grew up in a household where my parents were playing music from all corners of the world.
Yeah.
My dad still has the original record, Michael Jackson Thriller. I think it's worth a pretty penny. I checked. The record, you're never
vinyl.
Yes.
Okay.
So everything from that to the ZCC choir to Oliver Mtukuzi to Mariah Carey. So it's everything, all music. So Batrape. During the festive period. So
Banyana ba Italy rababa.
Hey, depending on where you're from, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all of that, it's in me. It's in me. I grew up it's music. So yeah, so with this one, Safo, I was, you know, Safo Kate, shout out to Safo. And I forgot what feature it was, but then he played this beat. I wouldn't do anything to it.
Safo or the producer Suffocate?
The producer Suffocate.
Shout out Suffocate. He's
Shout
actually
out
a big
Suffocate.
name, yeah.
Took the beat, Fella added, you know, the hip hop drums and gave it that hip hop, that boom bap edge to it as well. And then we recorded it, and this is what it is. But it's just me pouring my heart out. And it just speaks to my journey, not, well, in music, but also just throughout this whole adulting thing. Because,
do you know what I love about this conversation? I'm not even asking you a lot of questions, which means when I asked one question. Family. No, I love it. Me, I sit back. You are doing the job for me, and I absolutely love it. So you've got all of these elements that are influencing your music. But what is the creative process? Because obviously, how now you need to conceptualize a song from scratch.
100%. It starts from a feeling with me, really. If I hear something, not necessarily a beat, it could be something you say to me. And then maybe I'll pencil it down. And then I'll revisit it, and then whatever feeling I had, I try find a way to get back into that feeling and then write from there. Right? And then, so that's my process. I don't, and I was telling Chaben Dot, I'm not a studio rapper. Fellow knows this very well. He's tried several times.
You don't play those games?
I mean, there's guys that are studio rappers. Touch is a studio rapper. He's great at it. You know, there's guys that do it flawlessly. Blaine is another one. Hearts and in the studio, I need to sit with the beat, digest it, figure out what direction I'm going with it, and then I write, but then it has to make sense. It has to make sense to me, so I know it makes sense to whoever's hearing it.
So what happens when you hit a creative block? Where does the inspiration come from?
Life.
Okay.
Life. So, and that is really... if you're writing a song about going clubbing and you've got a block, go clubbing. If it's about heartbreak, maybe tap into a time when Mjolo did you the worst. Yeah, you know. So for me, it's just reliving a period, or reliving that moment, and but I mean, writer's block, if you're about it, you don't. What's writer's block, baby? Small things to a giant.
Listen, we're going to take a short break. Go over to Hippie Bambino with You on the Record, as well as Amsterdam with Work. Let's get to it. And right after that, we'll continue the conversation. Now it's going to get a bit personal, because I want to know about, the family background and what happened during the hiatus and what projects are coming.
All right, then.
Hot at Lunch on The Good Life.
We're back in the studio with 267 Shay Man, and if you just joined in, the conversation is about him, his legacy, and his journey, and his return from his hiatus, the projects that are coming. Everything we're covering in a touching base today. And if you just joined in right now, we're getting into the grimier stuff, more personal. We're finding out Uguti 267 Shay. Now we want to know you, right? You already told us how many siblings do you have?
I have a brother. If you
have any.
I do have siblings.
Yeah.
Well, a sibling. Betsu is my brother. Funny enough, that's my wife's name as well. Ooh. But yeah, Betsu. Shout out to you, Tlankis. Yeah, I have a younger brother, so... Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
And how many, you spoke about family, marriage as well in your introduction. How many babies are there?
I got 2 beautiful daughters.
Okay.
I'm a girl dad. 6 and 2. I think my eldest might be listening right now, actually. Yams. Hi.
She's so gonna hate you for this at school tomorrow.
Oh no, she's not. She plays my videos on in the
shout
classroom.
Out.
So yeah, like her friends always, hi, yes, dad. It's like, nah, it's 267 Shay if you're talking to music. But yeah, okay. But yeah.
How does that play out when you're at parent-teacher conferences, or if you're in a school setting?
It's funny because my eldest daughter's class teacher, is, she, during the end of the parent-teacher conference thing, she's telling me, she's asking me, she's like, yeah, but you're Shay, right? You're Shay from Blaine and Shay.
And the whole time she's like, I know that person.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Like, it breaks the ice. It's now we can interact. I think Scar does this a lot. When he introduces himself, it's never, hi, I'm Scar. It's, hi, I'm Tato. It's that, there's a person behind the music. It's not just the music. Because as human beings, we're multifaceted.
Yeah.
We're not one-dimensional. So it creates, it's a bridge. It's a
I love
bridge,
that.
Really, yeah.
You have framed your comeback as creative rebirth, but maybe before the actual comeback, why the hiatus? How long has it been and why?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been. I mean, here and there, I'll drop.
It's been a minute. It's been 10 years. So let's clarify.
They're about. Okay, V. Wow.
Wow.
You weren't gonna let that slide, huh?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, no, it's been about a decade, just short of a decade. But it was, I mean, there were several contributing factors. It was, I mentioned the studio thing where, with studio hop, hadn't really found a home because, you have to connect creatively. But also it was, me finding myself outside of the music. Another hat I wear, I do corporate events, right?
Nice.
And I've been doing that for 10 years. Until, last year where I branched out, started my own corporate events agency. And it's because now I wasn't in front of the camera, I was behind it, so to speak. So it's been that. And then now that I'm self-employed, there's a lot more time to really, explore or showcase all dynamics. So yeah.
Whether the hat or not the hat of music, you need to figure out where your footing is. For all of the things you can do.
You know
Understood.
what I mean? Like right now, on Friday, I'm out there shooting. We're shooting the video for the Work remix, by the way.
Which
right
was
now.
the reason why I did the Hakadi Rumba.
Little overall.
Little overall. Kana nna ke ipotsa gore yaanong ba di bokate ba ke bomang nna ka re ke tlo bua le makete o ntsala ka di bokate wa
okay. But on regularly it would have been difficult to do that, working a 9 to 5, and with the way the economy is set up, it's not easy for guys to just go out and do what maybe they want to do. So they do what they kind of have to do
to put food on the table at the end of the day.
Yeah. But the two hats I wear, there's a synergy there. So it's
London.
I told you, trust your education.
Shay, we're going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes, okay?
Yeah.
I really want to play your music. We have another one here with Oms, the Don.
That's my dude, man. That's my dude. Ow, check in. Ow, yeah, he's out in Letlakane. I'm a plug Day Club right quick. Day Club is popping off in Letlakane, so anybody in the Letlakane area, please do get your tickets, hit them up. It's a vibe. I'm just upset I'm not there myself. So yeah, shout out to you, man. On that note, Oms the Don 267 Shay featuring Benty with Last Time. Before we wrap up the conversation, if you just joined in, we're talking to 267 Shay plus 267 3911066. I see your messages coming in, and definitely right after the track, we're getting back to it.
Hot at lunch on The Good Life.
Do you believe that coming back, this new Shay is more confident? Is he more confident or more vulnerable or more? Shay's never lacked confidence. Let's just start there. But no, I think Shay is just more alive to many things. Switched on, I think would be the term. And there's easier ways to get things done, provided again, you stand by your word. Yes. And that goes both ways. If I give you my word, V, that I'm landing the interview, I'm landing the interview. Lena, if you give me yours, what or not, you give me an interview, then give me the interview. So it's just that. It's just, I'm just alive to a lot more things, knowing where to go, where not to go, who to talk to, when to talk to them, but also and being open enough to have that conversation. And I think it's a sad reality that, your network is your net worth. So a lot of the guys coming up don't have a network. And then there's this almost misguided ideal, where things, will just happen immediately. But it doesn't. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes effort. It takes diligence. And it takes quality. Yeah. So, yeah. And I
investing
hear you.
yourself.
It's very
and,
important for people to follow that through. Give quality if you want quality given back to you.
100%,
You know what I mean?
100%.
I want you, that two things that we're going to wrap up with because we're out of time. But the first one being, you're back, you're working on something. Clearly, what should we be looking forward to? And Yarn FM is full speakers. So give us the ones and twos of what you have coming up.
All right, so we're shooting the Work remix video.
Which is a song
right
we played when we started off the interview.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that driving up. I was like, oh, okay, they're bumping it, so I don't get a piece.
Yeah.
Nearly caught a ticket driving up here.
You're on A1?
Yeah, on the A1. We're shooting out in Park. Shout out to Kenneth and Alkeens, Kenneth and Alice. We're shooting today. Shout out to Scar, shout out to Keb, shout out to Chubb. Shout out to Moana Studios, Todd and them as well. They're shooting it. So yeah, we're shooting the video. And so you can expect that soon.
Okay.
Right? But, I'm working on my project. Whether it's an EP, whether it's an album, we haven't quite settled on that just yet. So that Lorna is going to drop this year. Got a couple singles recorded with features with other dudes. Fella was teasing this week on a single that's dropping soon.
And he was in studio. We forgot to give him a shout out for being here.
Yeah, Hardest Working.
Hardest Working.
Got a single dropping. It's off of Fella's project. It has me and Touch Motswak on it. So look out for that. There's a bunch of other projects, singles I'm working on.
Clearly the man is back and is back
we working.
With the business.
I said go to work, right?
Listen, man, we're going to close off this conversation with a message from OBK here. A shout out to Shay, man. This can have one or two meanings. But I'm assuming what it So in closing, I don't want to count 16 bars. How many should we have? 4?
I mean, 4. It's 4 is if you can't do 16.
I'm gonna give you the roadie, which
I was about to just go a cappella. I prefer for people to hear me.
That's fine. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm gonna put it on a cappella. Take this.
And you just want 4 bars?
Give it to me.
Let me rap until you cut me off, Rob. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do
All right.
Okay. Modimo o mogolo ke thusa ka toro khale ke fudiwa poto tsa kopedi ka poko tsa me ke le pelotelele bantlhoi bankhala kgangkholo ke rile ke go itshepile rara. I've been rapping since rapping was rapping. Since back when rap cats were cash strapped and backpacking with their pants sagging. Cats rapped with mad passion in haphazard battles that ended in dab passing before the bad fashion, the skinny jeans and all that. Shout out to the heads, I know you feeling me and all that. I've been a G since little me killing beats. Yeah. Shay.
Ooh, Dlababalaya is too much. Thank you so much for coming through to the show, Shay. And we're looking forward to that video. I love it when our local talent makes videos. They're taking that music very seriously and they're taking the craft very seriously. So shout out to you and the team. We hope to hear that record soon here.
Thank you for having me, and you're definitely hearing us soon.
Don't worry, we got you. It's 267 Shay everywhere. If you want him on the socials, make sure you check it out. If you want to see more of him, also, anyway, we have the top of the hour, man. This is 2:05 right here in Yarn FM. KXJ is coming through with an affair, a little something from Basho, Lil Kim with Light Us Up, and DJ Zane, DJ Earth and Zane Aftermath with My Orga. Welcome to the third and final hour of The Good Life.
Hot at lunch on The Good Life.